Hey everybody, it's Rob, TechGuySmartBuy.com, and we're here with Android L, or a preview version of Android L. Running here on the Nexus 5. You only can get it on Nexus 5 or Nexus 7 2013 edition if you have it. So we got a chance to grab it this weekend and run around and do some things. And yeah, so we're going to give you the ins and outs and kind of show you a little bit about what's new, and there might be some stuff you've seen in other people's videos, and there might be some new stuff you haven't seen yet. So, just a few minutes and check this out. So for starters, we're going to talk about the lock screen. As you can see, you can now view notifications. I have a Hangout notifications going on right here. As you can see down here, you have the unlock button. You actually swipe up to unlock now instead of swiping to the left or right. And then, to access the phone, you swipe towards the right, and then to access the camera, it's still swipe to the right, to the left. So that part is still the same. But like I said, now you can access all sorts of Google Now and lock screen notifications, information. You can, of course, swipe to put away and all that jazz. So let's unlock and, of course, go to the camera and dive into some of the stuff that's new. So as you can see, for starters, you can see the menu button is now inverted, more or less. So instead of just a white circle, 6 dots, so now it's, pretty much a complete white circle, no ring, and just 6 dots cut out of it. So it has an inverted look. Navigation buttons are now different. So for multitasking, it's multitasking or recent apps is now square. Home button is a circle, and the back button is a triangle. So it's a little different, a little weird, but you get used to it really pretty quickly. So let's start with the multitasking or recent apps. So you now have a card-based UI that holds all your stuff. So if you have a lot of stuff open, I was looking for Alex Ross photos, so it can get cluttered quickly, but it still looks good, and it's not an entire mess. But if you have a lot open, it could be a lot to keep up with. But it looks good. It works pretty well. They said they're supposed to have Chrome, like if you use Chrome on your desktop, you're supposed to have Chrome web pages synced into here as well. So that'll be coming in the near future. That'll be interesting. Moving right along, back button, you've seen that. Of course, Google Now is still there. Menu button, going to menu, not much has changed. Still have the gigantic icon to let you know that this is a Google experience. Okay, so still swipe down to access your notifications, but then you can swipe down again to access your quick settings. So you have access to Wi-Fi, Bluetooth notifications, airplane mode, location, and screencast. So now you can cast your screen to Google Chromecast. So you're gonna have. So this is all that the results of all that Chromecast support they were talking about at I/O, and portrait mode. But if you look at the portrait, you can see the 60 frame per second animations at play. So it's pretty good. It's pretty solid. It's pretty solid beta actually, even though it's a developer preview. And notifications. That's what I forget. Notifications. So you got the back button. You go back, but notifications now have a do not disturb. So you can do all this all within the notification shade quick access. So without diving completely into settings, and you can adjust to do not disturb to however you wish. But let's actually dive into settings. So you still have the gear over here. So we'll hit that. This is what it pretty much looks like, and see that little lets you know that you can't go any further. So it works the same going down. So as you see, there's a magnifying glass, so you now have search within settings. So if you can't find something, you're like, where the hell is this, or where did they move that, just search for it. So let's see, battery. So you now have batteries. Actually, the Android L has helped with my Nexus 5 battery life a lot. Like, not tremendously, but it's definitely a lot better. I mean, this is kind of like my at-home Wi-Fi only phone, and still have to charge this thing daily, like an iPhone, like I'm using it every day. So now I'll definitely get definitely a few more hours in it. So thank God for that. You actually have a battery saver mode where you can dive into, and you can choose how you want to do it. If you want to dive into it when it's at 15%. You have switches. You know, that's the animations again at work. And yeah, so let's dive into the keyboard. So the new keyboard, it's pretty much, you know, no keys, just all flat. It may remind you of what the new SwiftKey looks like. So it's interesting. It's still there. You still have the, you know, gesture swiping, whatever the hell I just wrote. That's all still there. One thing I noticed that was pretty interesting. So you have, if you look, I don't know if this can catch it. You have 3 little dots here, 3 little dots here, 3 little dots here. So if you long press the comma, that's how you get access to your keyboard options. So if you want to get quick input options, and do that, and then go back. So and then period. That is a quick options to your symbols instead of going to hit the symbol button. So that's interesting. Just, you know, the usual basics you use: the commas, at symbols, question mark, etc., etc. And then the actual enter button. Well, I'm in Google search, so it's a search button, but in the enter button or the return button, if you long press it, that's how you access the emojis, emoticons, whatever you feel like calling it. So that's pretty much a new keyboard. They said there's a white version out. So far, it's not showing itself. So you can actually revert, when you go in the keyboard, you actually revert back to the older ways if you actually don't like this. Yeah. So for the most part, to Android L is actually charging. So on the lock screen when it's charging, it shows you how much time you have left until full. So according to this, it says I have 21 minutes left until full. So that's definitely something interesting. You know, part of the new changes they brought along to it. Yeah, that's actually pretty much it. So that's all that I've seen so far in Android L that's kind of new and interesting. So if there's anything else, I'll definitely make sure to update this or just do another video and show you guys what else is there to it. So for those of you who haven't unrooted and unlocked and tried it yourself, this is the beginning of Android L, and this is a welcoming to their new material design look of things. So it's looking good, and I'm looking forward to the fall where it comes out to everything. Comes out to, you know, pretty much to Nexuses for real, and then other Android devices, you know, pending, of course. So as always, if you like the video, thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if it's the first time stopping by, and you know, share it if you like it. Share it. Let other people see it. Let us know. Let us know what you think. Hit us up in the comments if you want to see some new things. Got comments, suggestions, etc., etc. And as always, take care and enjoy.